Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So I have Isa here with me. Let's go ahead. Quranic stories. Okay, so this is part three of Musa alayhi salam, and let's go remind ourselves what happened in the last parts. In the last part, Musa alayhi salam, he wanted to go to Egypt, to meet his family. He was also taking his wife and his kids, but something happened in the way. He saw a bright light on Mount Tur in the sacred valley of Tuwa, and then what happened? And then the whole entire thing happened. Allah gave him a miracle. Allah could change his, Allah, the miracle, the miraculous staff, it would change into a snake. And there was this other miracle also when he put his hand just under his arm, took it out, it became glowing, full bright. So these were the miracles given to him. And one of the main things, his main job was that now he was the prophet, and now his main thing was that he had to go to Egypt, remember, and he had to convince the Pharaoh, number one, to become Muslim, believe in Allah. And one of the most important things that he had to do was to go rescue the Bani Israel. That was his main thing he needed to do. Okay, so let's go ahead. So Musa alayhi salam had one request, remember? And the request was, "Oh Allah, make my brother my one of my partners." So that was also one of the things that, "Oh Allah, make my brother my make my brother my partner, so that my brother could be with me and my strength could be enhanced. And oh Allah, make him share my strength and my mission." So that's what that's what happened. Musa alayhi salam's brother also became a part of him, okay, and to spread Islam. Allah said, "You have been granted your request." Okay, now Allah said something to Musa alayhi salam. Allah told Musa alayhi salam, when you go to the Pharaoh, speak to him in soft words. Maybe he accepts the advice of fears Allah. Okay, so let's go ahead and tell him. So Musa alayhi salam went to Musa alayhi salam goes to Pharaoh. Okay, let's go. So these are all the things when Allah was talking to him. This is just a recap. When Allah was still talking to him on Mount Tur, right? Allah told him everything, and Allah made him the prophet. Now this next scene, he goes to Egypt. Musa will now enter Egypt to ask the Pharaoh to release Bani Israel and to accept Allah as the creator. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's ask Isa. Isa, unmute. Isa, do you think Pharaoh is going to release the Bani Israel, release his slaves easily?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, we'll find out. But don't you think it's going to be a big problem if Pharaoh releases all his slaves? Who's going to be
Yeah.
making all the pyramids, and who's going to be doing all the work? The pharaohs have been, and the people of Egypt, they've been living in ease and in luxury. Who's going to be doing all that cleaning and cooking and all that stuff? Do you think it's easy to just release all those hundreds and hundreds of slaves? Let's find out, right? Let's go find out. Okay, now Musa alayhi salam enters the city. Pyramids in the back, the same amazing architecture, and a lot of people and everything, hustle and bustle in the city. Everything's happening. Everything is kind of the same. It's become even more people in 10 years, right? Okay, now the time comes. Okay, let's go ahead. What happens? Who is with Musa alayhi salam? If this is Musa alayhi salam, who is with Musa alayhi salam? Remember, Musa alayhi salam told Allah that, "Oh Allah, make my brother part of me, part of this mission." Do you remember that? What was the
Yeah.
brother's name? Do you remember the brother's name? The
No.
brother's name was Harun alayhi salam. Okay, alayhi salam means peace be upon him. So the brother's name is, we'll keep the brother's name here in this corner, okay? Harun alayhi salam. Some people also do another kind of spelling, Haroon. That is also fine. So the brother's name is Harun alayhi salam. Now Harun alayhi salam is with him, and they are in the court. Okay, let's go see what happens in the court. What do you think is going to happen in the court, Isa? Do you think the Pharaoh is going to be sitting on his great throne and there are going to be a lot of people around him? Do you think that's going to be the palace and the court? Would that look like that? Let's find out. Okay, Isa, who's this sitting on the throne, on this big luxurious chair throne? Who do you think?
It is a pharaoh.
Yeah, that's the pharaoh, and that must be somebody very important, you know. And these are all the courtiers with him. Since and a lot of these people, there are priests there. There are the scribes. There are the chief ministers and all those people, and his court is full of people. Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's see. First, I am going to actually hide this much of area. You know what the Pharaoh's response? I'm going to hide the Pharaoh's response. Okay, now let's see. Isa, guess what did Musa tell him? Guess what did Musa first tell him? Now let it say speak in soft words, and although Allah knows the future, right? Allah's seen the future. Allah knows if He's going to accept or not. But Allah still tells Musa alayhi salam, and Allah does not tell Musa alayhi salam the future. Allah just tells him, try speak to him softly. Maybe he accepts the advice and maybe he fears Allah. So, what do you think? What did Musa alayhi salam tell him? What do you think?
He told um
Remember
Musa
something about the yeah something about
alayhi salam
yeah.
told him that you
Remember
should
something? Yeah, something about
you should be a good person and let go all the slaves.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. This is what Musa alayhi salam told him. Okay, that was the message. Let's go see the exact words in the Quran. Let's go see what Musa alayhi salam said in the Quran. Okay, Zaki is also here. Zaki and Fahim are also here. Zaki and Fahim, we are doing the story of Musa alayhi salam. And remember, Musa alayhi salam was made the prophet in the last part, and he was sent to Pharaoh. And he's going to talk to
Amanda,
Pharaoh today. Okay, yes, yeah. And let's go see what he says. So we are on the part that Musa alayhi salam is standing in the court. Okay, he is standing in the court in front of Musa. And who is this? This is his brother Harun alayhi salam with him. Okay, Harun alayhi salam is standing with him. His brother Harun by his side. Musa alayhi salam faced the Pharaoh and the courtiers. Okay, and I'm hiding the response of the Pharaoh actually. Okay, so now let's see what the Quran says. The Quran says that Musa alayhi salam is not talking directly to Pharaoh. Let's see what he said. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody and then I'm going to ask you another question very soon. Be ready for the questions. Okay, now Musa alayhi salam says, "We are the messengers of your Lord. So let the children of Israel go with us and do not persecute them. Do not be harsh. Do not punish them. Do not be bad to them. We have come to you with a sign from your Lord, and peace be upon the one who follows the guidance." Okay, let me ask Zaki. Zaki, what proof or what miracle do you think that Musa alayhi salam shows the Pharaoh? What do you think, Zaki? First, Zaki, and then I'll ask Fahim also. Quickly, maybe in one line, tell me what do you think is the miracle that Musa alayhi salam shows Pharaoh?
he's gonna
You have something about his staff, right?
yeah
What is he going to do to his staff?
he's gonna turn it into a snake.
Yes, as soon as he throws it down, and first he warns the Pharaoh that this is the sign which Allah gave him. He shows him the staff. He does not just scare the Pharaoh, right? He shouldn't be doing that. So he threw the staff down and it turned into a snake. And everybody, all the courtiers and everybody's like the priests, the scribes, everybody's like, oh, what's this? Oh no. And then he picks it up and it becomes a staff again. And then he shows the second miracle. Who remembers the second miracle? Let's see. Fahim, do you remember the other miracle Allah gave him? Something glowing, something bright. Does anybody remember? Let me see. Isa can remember. Isa, do you remember the second miracle Allah gave him? Something bright, something glowing, something like that.
Oh yeah. He
What?
gave him the staff, guys.
Yeah, but something else also, when he used to put his hand just under his arm and take his arm out, his hand out, it used to be
Gold.
gold. It used to be glowing. Remember? Imagine. Okay, I need you to imagine that, Musa alayhi salam is standing. He puts his hand under his arm. Okay, and then he takes it out, and the arm and the hand is like glowing bright. It's so bright. It's so glowing that you can't even, your eyes are becoming, like, oh, like, what's this? You can't even look at it.
Punch. He's punching somebody.
Yeah, no, for this time it's only the glowing hand, okay? So now you guys have to remember the staff. Everybody remembers the staff, right? But now you have to remember the glowing hand also. It becomes so white, okay? So it's white without any disease, and it is shining as if, a person can't even look at it, okay? So these are the two things that Musa alayhi salam shows
I'm gonna mute, okay?
them.
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute.
And then, yeah, that's fine. And let's see what happens now when the priests and the scribes and the, and the ministers and everybody sees these two miracles. Let me ask Zaki or Fahim, what is their response when they see these two things, which are two miracles? What do you think they said?
They're like, I think they're like, oh, our magicians can do that too.
Yeah, that's right. This is exactly what they said, They looked at it, and they're looking at it, and they're like, what sorcery is this? So the Pharaoh and the people are looking at each other. What sorcery have you brought us? They're not believing these are miracles from Allah, but they're like, what sorcery have you brought here in front of us? And now, and now what happens? Pharaoh is not happy with all that, and now let's see what is the exact response. Let's see. This is the exact response of the Pharaoh. We think that the Pharaoh is going to believe after seeing the miracles, and also Musa alayhi salam explained to him that we need to believe in Allah. He is the only one. He is not like any man, not like you, not like me. He is the one who created everything. He is the one who brings down the rain. He is the one who has created the earth, who has created the cattle, and who brings out the food from the earth, and everything. So Musa alayhi salam tries his best to explain, to introduce Allah, and that Allah is responsible for everything, and these are the miracles Allah has given me, and that in that I need to take Bani Israel away from here and take him to the promised land, Jerusalem, Bethel, Maqdas. We have to take him there. But Pharaoh is not ready to listen. This is what Pharaoh says. Pharaoh says, have you come to drive us out of our land with your sorcery, O Musa? So he is not ready to understand, and he's amazed that, hey, I'm the God. He's like, what's happening here? I am the God. And he does not listen to Musa alayhi salam. Although Musa alayhi salam said everything very beautifully, very softly, just like Allah had told him. And his brother Harun is also there to, to further, explain and, to tell them everything. But now Pharaoh said, okay, let's go. If you want to talk about sorcery, I'm going to bring better magicians than you, and they're going to be better sorcerers than you. And what happens? And they set up an appointment between the Pharaoh and between Musa alayhi salam, Harun alayhi salam, and the sorcerers. And guess what? It's going to be a very big festival day very soon, and everybody is going to be gathered around Musa alayhi salam and the sorcerers. And there's going to be like a big, imagine like a big pavilion, a big ground where Musa alayhi salam stands and the sorcerers stand in front of them, and everybody shows their miracle. Now Pharaoh knows what two miracles Musa has. So now what happens? The day got decided, and Musa alayhi salam went for a while, and the courtiers told Pharaoh, hey, don't you want to do something with Musa? Don't you want to kill him or do something? And the Pharaoh said, no, now I have to show all the people everything, so you know what he does, he talks, he gets some of the kids, he gets some of the people, and he tells them, he calls his priests and scribes, and he says, get me the very best sorcerers of this land, and they should be able to fight the snake that Musa has. Okay, now he's just calling a snake. And all of them, when they started looking for sorcerers, and they found sorcerers, and the sorcerers told him, oh yes, we will definitely do it. And the sorcerers also said, now this is something very important, the sorcerers said, if we win, what are we going to get? Are we going to be rewarded? And the Pharaoh said, yes, you are going to be rewarded. Not only are you going to be rewarded, if you win, you are going to get ranks in the in our court, and you are going to get a lot of benefits, and of course a very high name also. And the sorcerers are very happy. The sorcerers start practicing. Look, these are all sorcerers, right? How do we know they're sorcerers? They have some kind of wand or something like that. And hey, look, these are kind of snakes that they're practicing with. Guess what? They couldn't actually make the real snakes. These were actually ropes they used to throw down, and then they used to, like mesmerize or play with people's imagination. These weren't snakes, these were ropes, but people used to look at them and think that these were snakes. So they started planning and preparing, and they did so good, and they were all ready. They went to the Pharaoh and said, we are ready. And the day of the festival came. The day of the festival came. Okay, and when the day of the festival came, Musa alayhi salam is standing in front of them, and they are standing in front of Musa, and they asked Musa, okay, are you going to throw down your thing? And then Musa alayhi salam said, actually, on the contrary, you throw whatever you have with you. And they threw their ropes, and the same happened. Everybody saw snakes, not ropes. Everybody saw that they were snakes, and they were moving, and everybody was like amazed, because they didn't know what's going to happen after that. Okay, then something happened when Musa alayhi salam saw all those snakes. The little bit of fear came in his heart, and then Allah's message came to him. Allah's like wahi came to his heart, that, oh Musa, do not be scared, go ahead, be brave, be confident, throw down your staff. And when Musa alayhi salam threw down his staff, even Musa alayhi salam got surprised. You know why? Because his staff changed into such a big serpent. This time it was not a snake. This time it was a big serpent. And it went around everywhere, and it ate all those snakes, which were actually ropes. And guess what? Those snakes looked tiny. Those snakes looked just this tiny, and the serpent and the snakes looked so tiny, and the serpent looked so big, and it ate one by one. It ate all those snakes up, and everybody was amazed. Everybody was looking at it, and all the snakes were cleared up, and only the serpent was left. And the serpent looks very scary also. And the serpent looked very confident also, and it ate everything. And Musa alayhi salam went to the serpent, and as soon as Musa alayhi salam took his hand down to the serpent, before he could touch it, it turned back into a wooden staff. Okay, and this was amazing, because everybody rejoiced. Okay, I'm going to unmute you people now. First, I'm going to ask Musa. Okay, first I'm going to ask Isa. Okay, Isa, I can't ask Musa, right? Alayhi salam. I'll just ask Isa. Isa, tell me, did you know this was going to happen?
Yes.
You knew that? Did you know that this was going to turn into such a big serpent? What are the other snakes like? The other snakes look like this tiny. I'm going to make it red so that you can see. The other snakes this tiny in front of this snake. I think even humans looked only this big, because it's turned into such a big, even the look at the pillars in the back, the columns in the back, even they look small. This turned into a really big serpent, and it ate everything. And the biggest thing was, people were amazed. How could Musa alayhi salam control him? Musa alayhi salam goes to him, and he brings his hand down, and it turns back into a wooden staff, and Musa alayhi salam holds it. And then Musa alayhi salam shows his other miracle, his hand glowing. He puts his hand in and he shows it to everybody, and he tells everybody that I am sent by Allah and I have a message. And okay, now my last question, and we're done. Isa, what do you think the magicians were doing at this time? Now, this is so important. We will talk about it next time also.
They run it away.
They ran away? Actually, okay, let me ask only
They
Zaki.
actually bowed it down to
Oh,
Prophet Muhammad. They bowed it, and
okay,
they
okay,
bowed it down.
okay. I will tell you I will tell you actually what happened. Zaki, what did the magicians do? What did the magicians do? Only Zaki, tell me. The magicians ran away? Did the magicians say, sorry, we ever did this to you, oh Musa? Or did they say something like, I believe in you, we believe in you? What do you think?
They said we believe in you.
Yes. So actually, what happened? That even Isa is correct. They bowed down. They fell down in sajda. Their heads were on the floor, but they were not doing sajda to a human. They were not bowing down to Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam is just a man, right? We can't bow down to a man. In Islam, we can only bow down. We can only go in ruku and sajda. Our head can be only down in front of Allah, not to any idol, not to any animal, not to any man. Okay, for us, we cannot even bow down to prophets. No. So they bowed down and in sajda, and they were bowing down to Allah, and they told Musa alayhi salam that we believe in your message. We believe that Allah is one, and we are going to now be Muslims. And at this, let's ask Fahim. Fahim, what did the Pharaoh think about this? Okay, now we know the magicians, what's happening with the magicians. We know what's happening
Miss
with the
Rabia,
crowd. Yes, yes, Isa.
can I please leave first?
Okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay, let me quickly ask Fahim one last thing. Okay, Fahim, quickly tell me, Fahim. Well, one last thing, and we're done. What do you think the Pharaoh thinks now?
Maybe he's like, I have two.
Yeah, the people are. Yeah.
He's like, maybe he's like, oh, I see that this is true, or he's like,
Okay, yes, yes, I'll stop you right there. Thank you. Well, Fahim, you are actually, this should have been the real thing. This should have been what Pharaoh should have been saying, because the people are believing in Musa. The magicians fell down in sajda. Pharaoh should have also said the same, that, okay, Musa, I believe in your message. I am a Muslim. But he was very unlucky, and why was he unlucky? Because he was very proud, and he became very upset, and he told the magicians, with whose permission did you say that? With whose permission did you say that you are Muslims and you are bowing down and accepting the message? And he got so angry, and he said, right now, immediately, deny whatever you said, just deny that. And the magician said, we will never deny. We have seen the truth. We are magicians. We know the difference between black magic, and we know the difference between a miracle. So the magician said, we are now going to become Muslims. Oh, Pharaoh, you do whatever you want to do with us. Kill us. But now you will not be able to stop what we have seen and what we believe in. And the Pharaoh did something bad to them. Yes, the Pharaoh did kill them. Yes, the Pharaoh did, the Pharaoh used to give very terrible punishments. He used to crucify people. Yes, he did all that to the magicians, but the magicians were still happy. The magicians still said that we have come out of our, because they were magicians, and they used to do black magic, and black magic is totally opposite to Islam, totally against Islam. The black magicians do very bad things, because they have to satisfy the devil, they have to satisfy the shaitan. So now, when they saw the difference between evil and the difference between goodness and the difference between what is black magic and what is a miracle. Their eyes opened. Now they're ready. Before they wanted gifts and name and everything, now they're ready to sacrifice themselves, because now they know Allah. They've seen, their eyes are open, they've seen miracle. And yes, they were put to death, but they imagine that they did the best thing, and they must be enjoying right now also, and at the time of judgment day, and they would be enjoying in the best of jannahs. They gave their life, but they believe in Allah, and in front of everybody, they testified, we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, I to this inshallah part, we'll end it here. From here, we'll start next time. Okay, good job, mashallah, everybody did great. I'll unmute Zaki and Fahim also, and everybody's ready. Mashallah, you all are done. If you have a question, you can always ask me. Thank you.